Hey, my name is Thomas Grana, and today I'm in San Diego in the town of Oceanside asking the question, do you really need a 360 camera in 2022? So here's my analogy. It's kind of like a drone. Sure, it gets a really cool and unique perspective and a dynamic angle, but at the end of the day, you probably just want a 2D camera like the one that I'm filming on right here. If you only use a 360 camera and all of your shots are that crazy 360 unique perspective, the viewer's gonna get lost. Sure, it's fun to play around both filming and editing, but let's be real. No one really wants to sit and watch an entire edit made of just tiny planet and wormhole videos. I mean, do yourself a favor, go watch the GoPro Max launch video or the Insta360 promo video and count the number of crazy, absurd 360 shots compared to regular 2D shots. There are a few features that are super overlooked when talking about 360 cameras. You can literally toss the camera and still be able to reframe your shot in post to have it pointing towards a single angle. It's crazy. Another compelling feature of 360 cameras is this cool setting where you find the balance between a wide field of view of like the normal action camera and the tiny planet. So you're left right in the middle of this extreme, super wide field of view that makes it feel like you're really in the moment. It's like when you're skiing through the trees and there's things rushing past the camera. This extra wide field of view really makes the viewer feel like they're there. So now you might be thinking, can I film regular 2D type stuff with my 360 action camera? Hold up. Throughout this whole video, I keep referring to 2D cameras as something that shoots a field of view and shoots a planar surface. 360 cameras shoot in all directions at all times, so bear with me while I use the phrase 2D throughout this video. And the answer is yes, but it comes with the caveat that 360 cameras don't have nearly the resolutions or frame rates that your standard GoPro or DSLR would have. So you are having a trade-off there in quality. So you can check out the full range of differences on the company's websites, both GoPro and Insta360. But just remember, a 360 camera is really good at doing 360 shots. And yes, it can be a 2D camera, but it won't thrive in Excel. And again, these are all my opinions, so you gotta test it out for yourself. So I didn't come out here just to fly drones on the beach. I also came out here to do some skydiving with my buddy Eric Gonzalez. And also go to my grandma's 85th birthday. Here at Skydive San Diego to show you the difference between 360 cameras and regular traditional 2D facing cameras. But with the Hero 10, I have to move my head to point the camera, whereas the 360 camera is out there just filming in all directions. The wide angle of a GoPro inherently tricks the viewer's eye into the feeling of motion or action, especially when the motion enters your peripheral vision and is like whizzing by you. Through atmospheric distortion and the field of view of the lens, you essentially can cram a wider angle into the rectangle that you're viewing. The idea of equi-rectangular distortion afterwards takes the globe that you're shooting with the 360 camera and allows you to flatten the image and display it on a screen as well. Kind of like the maps you used to see in elementary school that have the points on them. That's the idea of the 360 camera, filming in all directions and then flattening it in post so you can choose what rectangle you want to be displayed. All this fancy talk to say that a 360 camera allows you to get those crazy views that you can achieve through editing and post-production. It's basically unlimited creativity, unlimited camera angles, unlimited exports. For me, this really sank in when I saw somebody editing this stuff. This technology or this software allows you to export as many drafts or as many versions of this as you want. So you're not limited to just one angle with a 360 camera. You can take one shot and have it be this direction, and then take that same shot and in a whole different project, edit it to be like the Tiny Planet feel so you can see everything.
You know, it's the moment where you realize you can really manipulate the footage just by zooming in and out. It's actually pretty easy with the GoPro app. It makes it a very seamless connection from the camera to your phone. App really just makes it very intuitive for you to do that.
If you're interested in the subject of 360 video editing, let me know in the comments, because just like regular video editing, you can start with the basics and pump out a basic edit, or you can spend hours and hours and hours and really get into the details of editing the footage to really get that wow factor in your edit. I'll show a 3D spherical clip kind of zoomed in or reframed into a perspective of like a Hero 10. I want you to see how I can mimic the field of view of a Hero 10, but really start to pay attention to the quality. Because if you're filming in 5.6K in a full sphere, but you zoom into the field of view of, you know, your normal 130 degree wide angle camera, you're only getting a piece of that 5.6K in quality. So again, the 360 camera is going to really thrive filming 360 or showing all of the perspective, but the further and further you zoom in, or the more narrow a field of view that you choose, the less quality that you're going to get. And again, that's why a Hero 10 thrives at what it does, is because it's kind of locked to a field of view, and it's going to capture incredible quality at that field of view. Back to the original question, is a 360 camera really worth it in 2022? And honestly, the answer is unique to yourself. You have to ask yourself the question, do I really need one? Well, do I really want one of these? Is it worth the money for the type of filmmaking that you're doing? Is the price point really worth those little bit of extras that you're gonna get out of using a 360 camera? So I'm gonna flip it back to you. Ask yourself, during this video, did you feel like, yes, that is me, I need this? Or, yes, maybe I want that and it's right on the edge? Or, no, that's superfluous and I don't need it. If you're not ready to pony up and pay the full price for a GoPro Max, there is a happy medium of sorts. There's the GoPro Max lens mod, which is a lens mod for your Hero 9 or Hero 10 that gets you that same huge field of view and ultra stabilization that the GoPro Max does, but it's only one of the hemispheres of a GoPro Max. In closing, you basically have to ask yourself the question, how badly do you need or want to film in 360, or have the ability to film in every single direction all the time? So that's all for me for this one. If you enjoyed watching this video or interested in nerding out more in 360 content, I created a whole series of videos to help understand how these things work, and stitching, and all the things you need to know to get up to speed with 360 content creation. If you have any questions, obviously hit me up in the comments. If you want more of this type of content in the future, hit that subscribe. But hey, if that's not for you, that's cool too. Until next time, friends, peace. Yo, Eric, what's up, dude?
Hey Thomas, how's it going, man?
I am stuck. I am exporting this video and I sound like an idiot. I call 360 footage throughout the whole thing. But when it comes to like your Hero 10 or like a DSLR, I refer to it as 2D. And I know that's not right. What do you guys call it when you train and educate people?
I would think, like a flat video image or regular video compared to spherical 360.
Okay, yeah, I was digging around on the internet trying to find something scientific, and I'm sure there is, but I just wanted to make sure that when I say 2D, so I should be saying flat or regular. That was a mistake.
No worries. I mean, 2D is still like accurate, but I don't know what like the standard would be if it's a flat video, 2D video, or more of a regular video that people might be accustomed to.
Well, so I'm editing this thing, and 2D sounds like length and width, but then you have to remember video has also time associated, so that's another dimension, so it's kind of 3D or even 4D, but 3D isn't spherical footage. You see where I'm going? Like,
No, man, I think you're good with just like flat or regular.
all right, cool, man. Well, hopefully the viewers understand, but thanks for this call, man.